Okay, I had a little problem with my last video, and where I started thinning the ears out before I realized that my battery on my camera had already deteriorated and went off. So all I did was just thin the ears, and then all I did was draw a line here to make for the hand. So that's all. All I did was take the ears and flip them a little bit. Remember I told you I was going to flip them? All I did was cut into here a little bit and just thin these ears a little bit. Another thing, I noticed yesterday, now this is just, I'll tell you how things go when you got your mind on a lot of things. I noticed that in the start of this video and stuff, I was not using a carbon glove. And if you look on the right hand, so please don't send me a bunch of letters, Gene, you weren't using a carbon glove and stuff, but I know I was, and I realize now that I didn't have it on there. But it's just one of those days where everything's kind of not going right. But anyway, I'm remedying that now, and I'm using my carving glove, and sometimes that happens. I don't know. I had it. I was sitting over there, and I just realized, you know what, Gene, you're carving without a carving glove. So, anyway, okay. Let's get back to our figure right now. All I did was thin these ears out a little bit in here, as you say. I just thinned them out and flipped this a little bit, and all I did by doing that, I just cut some V's in, V cuts in there to kind of flip that a little bit, just like that. Just flipped it up a little bit. Okay, well, all right, let's go to the shoes now. Let's draw where the pants come over the shoes on both sides, just like that. And let's cut into there and go ahead and separate those shoes. And I apologize for not having the carving glove on, I really do. But I just did not think about it. I didn't recognize that I didn't have it on. Okay, and of course that's safety first, I know, but okay, we're just removing those, as we've done before, removing those shoes from the pants legs itself. Okay, let's see here. We're going to kind of move a little bit of wood in here. I'm going to kind of remove a little bit in the back side here of the jacket. Just kind of get that situated right here. So I made a mistake. So I didn't have my carving glove. Okay. Now, we're going to work on this jacket just a little bit before we actually get into the face. Alright, what I want to do is from this point, I want to draw where the jacket comes, and then it comes back this way. Okay? And from this point, I want to come down and meet right here. Now we've got to, this is all going to have to meet in the middle here, so I'm going to have to bring this up just a little bit. There we go. And bring this over like this. Where this jacket kind of comes over and comes down, and then this one sort of does like this. You see what I'm saying? Where the jacket comes in. It comes over like this. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to separate those right here. Where we actually see the pants in here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over here, up to here, and this up to here, okay? And then we're going to remove the inside of this here, because we're going to put a tie in there, okay? Just like that. See? We came to the inside, and then of course we're going to have to remove a little bit in here to look as if the coat is overlapping. See, like that, where the coat's overlapping the other part. Now we're going to bring this down. Like that, see? Where the coat kind of comes down, and then we're going to bring this down just a little bit, kind of flip this in here. In which case, if we bring this down, and you're just going to have to kind of take it easy, see that? Well, we brought that down. Now, in order to do that, we're going to have to bring the legs up a little bit more. See? The crease between the legs, which I'm doing right now. And then you just sort of cut a little bit more off that area. There we go. See that? And cut in to here a little bit. There we go. We're sort of bringing that down a little bit in there. See how you bring the inseam of the pants leg up when you've got an exposure to the all right. Now let's bring this collar down like this. And then we bring it in. We're just going to make a little collar like that, see? Right here. Alright? Actually, it goes sort of like this. And we just remove the wood in there. And we come out with a collar and just like that. We kind of bring that collar in.